This is Lady Stern Robinson of Buckinghamshire, England. She flew all the way to New York to face our panel on What's My Line? And now, let's meet this week's panel. Soupy Sales, Rita Moreno, Jim Bouton, Arlene Francis, and the host of What's My Line, Larry Blyden.
Hello, everyone. Today we have and this one tee. Okay, you think I'm kidding? Would our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Stern Robinson. Where are you from?
Bucks, England.
Bucks, England. Panel, Lady Stern Robinson is an author. She has written what one might call an encyclopedia, or a guide to a specific subject. We'll show the audience what she's written about. And let's begin the questioning with Jim Bouton.
An encyclopedia of a particular subject.
Right.
Is that subject have to do with, is it a worldwide subject?
Yes.
Does it have to do with, so it affects people from all countries then, this particular subject?
Does it what?
Affect people of all countries.
Does it affect people
Yes.
from all countries? Does this subject have to do with physical geography, the earth, the land, something of that nature?
No.
One down, 9 to go, Arlene.
Lady Stern Robinson, does it have anything to do with something that is consumed?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Soupy.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. That's a song over here.
Yes, I know.
Lady Stern Robinson, does it have anything to do with clothes or apparel?
Not per se.
No, not as such.
3 down and 7 to go, Rita.
Now, you do not have an English accent, which intrigues me. Does the subject matter have something to do with things American?
Not necessarily, Rita, only in passing if it does.
Oh, just say no.
No. 4 down and 6 to go, Jim. Well, because sometimes it could.
Yeah.
Jim?
I'm trying to figure out something universal because she said it had something to, it affected all the people of the world.
Well, I said sex 2 days ago and I lost, so.
Jim, you're wrong.
Does it have something to do with nature, animals?
Not as such.
Yep. 5 down and 5 to go, Arlene.
I can rule out that it's an encyclopedia of love.
Yes, you can rule that out.
Is it an encyclopedia about something physical, something you can touch, hold?
No, I wouldn't say so.
6 down and 4 to go, Soupy.
Wow.
Boy, we've covered. Is it an encyclopedia related any way to sports?
No.
No, I tell you, there's 7 down and 3 to go now. I'll give you one little help if you'd like. It has to do with the human activity.
Well, I was about to ask, it is my turn, right?
Yeah.
I was about to ask if it had something to do with social mores.
No.
8 down and 2 to go, Jim.
Is this activity a common activity?
Oh, yes.
It's a common activity. We all participate in this activity.
Yes.
Is it something that we can do both day and night?
Yes.
Is it something that we can do inside the house as well as outside?
Yes.
Is it something that's done by adults as well as children?
Yes.
You want your mommy?
Does it, Is it an activity that contributes to a person's well-being?
Yes.
Is it any kind of, does it exercise of any type, body movement? Does it require any kind of body movement?
No.
Could we have a
Lying down and one
conference?
to
Could we
go?
have a 10-second conference?
10-second conference.
Louder.
How about louder? I love you, Arlene. Oh, no.
No, I asked that.
No. How about dreams?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Okay, all
So
right.
let's take a chance.
Okay.
I don't know from that stony expression over there. Does it have anything to do with what happens when you are asleep? Or what does it have anything to do with dreams?
Yes. Yeah, we got to give it a little help. No, we'll just throw this one over anyway as a penalty for help. Yeah, Rita?
Do you know that the last time I played this game on the panel, he had the same answer for someone else, the fellow who had that dream machine, remember?
No?
Well, I do.
Okay.
And he did. He guessed it. That's amazing.
Lady Robinson, let's see what I know about you. This is the book that she's written, by the way. Can you get a shot of this? We'll come back to it in a minute, but it's called The Dreamer's Dictionary. Now, I know that you were born in Ohio, used to write radio scripts in Hollywood. You were vice president of a New York advertising agency from which you resigned to marry Nobel scientist Sir Robert Robinson. But what I don't know is how you got interested in dreams.
Well, I got interested in dreams when I was a little girl, but from listening to my grandmother talk about dreams and telling her friends and neighbors what they meant or what she thought they meant. And I got interested in them from that time on. I have been interested. And
Have you done research on dreams?
oh, yes, I did a lot of research for that book. But this book is from a standpoint of omens, oracles, folklore, rather than the psychiatric angles.
May I read a couple of these?
Yes, please.
Bacon. Bacon. I just opened to this. Eating bacon in your dream means continuing prosperity in your life. Rancid bacon is a suggestion to see a doctor. I didn't know that.
Easy for you to
Now
say,
you know.
Larry.
Feet. You know about that? The interpretation depends on the circumstances of the dream, but as a general guide, itching feet predict travel. Stocking feet forecast annoying mystery. Bare feet suggest new experiences with the opposite sex. Dirty feet are a warning to guard your credit. Credit? Well, it was a warning to wash your feet. Cold feet augur a disappointment in love. Isn't that fascinating? Mildew. Mildew on food signifies a lucky escape from danger. Massage. To dream of giving a massage indicates approaching good news. How about that? Prostitute. To dream of being a prostitute signifies good news from an unexpected source. Unless you are one, in which case the dream obviously has no significance. Prunes. These dehydrated plums in a dream predict a change of residence. Unless they were stewed, in which case they signify improving health. See also fruit. That's fascinating. Do any of you have recurrent dreams? Mm-hmm. Which one is yours?
I have a dream of trying to get on a telephone and going from place to place, and usually there is no mouthpiece, or if there's a mouthpiece, there's no receiver.
Oh, that's hard to communicate.
Isn't
Very
that sort
bad.
of like the dream that actors have about going on stage and not knowing their lines? An anxiety dream?
Unless you do
Definitely.
it, in which case it's meaningless, as in prostitute.
Unless
Which
you
of
are
us hasn't
what?
had that happen? Telephone, would that be in here? What does that mean, her dream?
Well, it's an anxiety dream. Obviously, she has a sort of a continuing subconscious anxiety over being able to achieve what she wants to achieve. And this releases itself in the form of a dream where some component part necessary to her activity is missing.
That's
That's
very
really
true.
fascinating. That really is fascinating. Listen, it's called The Dreamer's Dictionary, and if you want to know what's going on inside your head when you're asleep and what messages you're sending to yourself, buy it. Thank you for being with us on What's My Line.
It was a
Really
pleasure.
fascinating. Thank you. It's illuminating for us all. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message. And as we said in the early part of the show, oh, that was oh, and now it's time for ah. Would our next challenger enter and sign in, please? Wayne Shoemate. Where are you from?
Carlisle, Kentucky.
Okay. Panel, in the past, we have attempted to baffle you with inflatable table lamps, inflatable greeting cards, and inflatable pogo sticks. Wayne Shoemate has arrived on the scene with yet another inflatable product, and we'll show the audience what that product is. And let's start the questioning with your Rita Moreno.
Well, does it have anything to do with taking a bath?
No.
Sorry.
1 down and 9 to go, Jim.
There was some laughter on that, so whatever is inflatable, it's not something that ordinarily you would expect to have inflated. Is this item something that everybody can use?
Yes.
Everybody can use it, adults and children.
Yes.
Is it used in the house more than it's used outside?
No. 2 down, 8 to go, Arlene.
So it's something that is used outside the home, as a rule.
As a rule, yes.
Is it something you can either get on or into?
Yes.
Is it something that stays on the ground?
No. 3 down and 7 to go, Soupy.
It goes off the ground?
No. 4 down and 6 to go.
I was just a little thing I was sort of...
But it happened to be a pertinent question.
Oh, I didn't know it was pointing.
Yeah, that's a pertinent question. 4 down and 6 to go, Rita.
Does it float?
Yes.
Then, may I assume that it floats on water rather than in the air?
Yes.
Oil.
Or Earl? It does float. Is it used as part of a recreation?
Yes.
Is it fun?
It could be.
Could be?
Mm-hmm. Could be fun.
Uh-huh. Well, is it, it goes around the body, does it?
Yes.
Around the body. Now, is it used primarily for children?
No. 5 down and 5 to go, Jim.
If it's not, if it could be used for fun, there's some utilitarian purpose to it, in addition to the fact that it might be fun.
Yes.
And if it goes around the body and it can be used by adults and children, it must be some sort of a preserver for people who are in water.
Well,
In the sense that it keeps them afloat.
I tell you, Jim, it may serve that function, but it is not, by its nature, in its generic form, a preserver. 6 down and 4 to go, Arlene.
Well, listen. It's not an inflatable bathtub in the water, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
You're right.
I'm sorry. Didn't realize that. Is it something in the raft family?
No? No. 7 down, 3 to go, Soupy.
Would it be like in your own swimming pool? It would really be, if people come over, they'd go, "Wow, that's pretty wild." Would they say that if they saw this out there in the pool?
I think they would say that's pretty wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there is there anything in the refreshment line associated with this?
No.
Oh.
8 down and 2 to go, Rita.
Oh, well, I
Thought
was
he had
sure
it.
that was it.
Those are portable bar.
Yeah,
You know,
cocktail
floating
bar.
there?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Good thought.
Well, is it like a bed?
A bed. 9 down and 1 to go, Jim.
It fits around the body.
Yeah, I know.
And you wear it in water, and it's not a life preserver, and it's not particularly fun, although it can be.
Maybe you go deep sea diving.
It's certainly not for...
But it floats on a wall.
We're having a
Is
conference
this a
whether you know
conference?
it or
Is that
not.
what that is over there? A fellow really wonders
Certainly, I'm
about
not
that.
making
What
any
about
guesses.
those inflatable animals that you can get into?
Should we give him another 5 seconds?
No, but that's...
Somebody in the audience says no. That's a big help.
Thank you very much. Can they get in on this?
They are in on
An
it.
inflatable
Okay,
boat of
time's up.
some
Does
kind,
anybody
like
have
a
it?
canoe?
Is it a canoe you wear?
No, you thought up everything except the one thing you do wear in the water.
It's a bathing suit.
A bathing suit. An inflatable bathing suit. Wayne Shoemate is chairman of the board of Bluegrass Industries Incorporated, manufacturers of the inflatable swimsuit, which I have one here of, and I'll hand it to you and ask you to explain to us what we have.
Well, Larry, this product was developed by Lifeguard in Sydney, Australia, and it's made out of nylon tricot regular tank suit, and it's primarily used particularly with handicapped children and handicapped people.
Good
where
idea.
the suit inflates, but it also used it in Australia as body surfing in the ocean. And some of the lifeguards were using this on the beach to go out and pick up and rescue. And when they get out, they blow the suit up and be able to pick up their person and bring them back in.
Who invented that?
Well, it was invented by a lifeguard named Rod Sidney in Sydney, Australia. And he has we're doing the manufacturing and sales and promotion for it here in the United States and Canada.
That's true. How much do they cost?
They sell less than $30.
Isn't that amazing? Now listen, panel,
see?
I told you that, that's how it inflates? It's a self-inflatable suit, is it?
And then the big safety feature about it, particularly for handicap, is that the top comes off, but the suit will stay up. And then to get it off, we just drop it down, and it inflates.
Oh, that's great.
Deflates.
Isn't that amazing? Now, I told you that there was an part to this. The part is Nancy Gregor, who is not an Australian lifeguard, but who is here now to show us not only the suit, but how it looks when it's inflated. Hit it, Nancy.
Oh, look at that. That's it.
That's it? That's it, about 3 months, right?
Just looks tiny.
Thank you, Nancy. You're adorable. Listen, that's a really marvelous thing, and it should be of great use to a great many people. Thank you for letting us know on What's My Line. Okay, bye. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message. Now, panel, we have done and now it is time for E. The appearance of our mystery guest. Are your blindfolds all in place?
Yes.
Yeah. Then will our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, we go one question at a time. Face law prevails. You have 2 minutes, and let's begin with Soupy.
Thank you. Mystery guest, that was immediate recognition. Would we find your name in the entertainment sections of the paper?
Well, I'm an old-timer.
Rita?
Oh, an old timer. Are you from the Yiddish theater?
Not exactly, but it could be.
That's funny, you look it.
Jim?
Have we established that it is that this person is in the theater?
No, you haven't established that.
All right. Well, I don't know if I want to establish it.
Go ahead.
I'm going to establish something else here. Are you in the movies?
Sometimes I'm in the movies.
Arlene?
Delicious accent.
You live on the East Coast?
Well, I live on the East Side, yes.
Soupy?
That's a fantastic voice. Are you best known for your work in the theater?
Mr. Soupy, I'm in theatricals all my life. Sometimes the theater, sometimes whatever. You know, struggling.
Rita?
Sir, listen. Are you in a play currently?
Not at the moment.
Jim?
Are you a comedian?
Well, I think I'm a tragedian, but other people think I'm a comedian.
Arlene?
Are you married?
Am I married? That means yes.
Soupy?
Well, Is it Martin Gabel?
Oh, that was a goodie. Did you know it was him, Arlene?
As soon as he opened his mouth.
He knows all my stuff.
Yeah.
That was my natural way of speaking. I'm now reverting to my affectation.
Oh, that's really a terrific one. You're coming in a play.
Yes, I am.
What is a play?
It's a play called, by the great English playwright Terence Rattigan. It's called In Praise of Love.
What are you playing?
I play a rich American novelist, sort of a straight part.
Who is supporting you in this play?
I am supporting Rex Harrison and Julie Harris.
Some of us think of it as the other way around.
How sweet.
Or down especially on the Lower East Side. Because...
Oh, yes.
Well, listen, I'm glad to hear everything's working out all right at home.
Well, I'm with this girl a long, long time, I tell you. Absolutely. Very fine girl.
Why don't you come in sometime and be on the panel again? You haven't done that in so long.
Well, I've never been asked. In recent years, I mean. I'll tell you, the reason I'm not asked is this show now is for younger people, you see. In my time, it was sober and grave.
Yes.
Right?
With the exception of the word grave, would you wait for a minute and we'll be right back after this message. We only have 5 seconds to say goodbye. Goodbye, Martin.
Goodbye, Larry.
It's been a delight.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you.